Oh, hold on. I'm gonna wipe off my screen here. Hi, everybody. I was hoping a few people would come on because I'd love to have this conversation. Love to have this conversation. So if you jump on, tell me hi. Just tell me where you're watching from. I just went for a run. I'm all sweaty, but I don't care, you know. I feel like, I don't know where to put this. I guess I'll just have to hold it. You know that you're always going to get the truth around motherhood. Not only motherhood, everything. Like I tell the truth. I'm wired that way. I can't not tell the truth. I'm fully transparent as much as I can be about everything, because I feel like if we were all just a little more friggin' honest, hi Brad, if we were all a little more friggin' honest about what we were all going through as parents, that there wouldn't be this insane isolation and this rabbit hole that most of us go down on a monthly basis, if not weekly basis, or if not daily basis. Hi, Elena. And I feel like the minute I say that something's awful about motherhood, now this isn't true for everybody, but for a lot of fucking people, they can't hear it, right? They can't hear it. It's like this automatic, oh, they got to make us right. Like this it's this epidemic I feel like it's an epidemic in our country, quite frankly, that people can't hold space for everybody's feelings. I remember when the first year of motherhood, hi Margaret, the first year of motherhood, quite frankly, was the worst year of my life. It was so hard. I had crazy birth trauma. I had a baby that didn't sleep. I had so much trauma within myself from not only the birth, but from, this trying to figure out what this life looked like now that I had this little baby. Nobody gives you instruction manual. Nobody tells you how this works. It's bringing up feelings just talking about it, and everybody goes, oh, here you go. Here's your baby. Best of luck. And nobody fucking helps you. Nobody helps you. And then if you talk about it, I remember this where I would go out and people would go, oh, isn't this just the happiest time of your life? And I'd want to slap them. I'd be like, no, of my life. Actually, this is the fucking hardest thing I have ever done. And why isn't anybody talking about how hard it is? And am I just by myself with my feelings? And I felt so isolated. And this often comes up now. Like my kids are 9 and 5.5. And I'm like, why can't we all just tell the truth about motherhood? Now I'm going to be crying, which is fine. I'm a big crier for those of you who know me, but why can't we just tell the truth about how fucking hard it is? How we're all living in these houses by ourselves, trying to figure this out, are not set up to support moms in any shape or form. And here we are, just by ourselves, trying to figure this out every single day. And it's insanity to me. It's friggin' insane. And the minute I say that something's hard, the minute I say, oh, I wish I would have made another choice, why did I have 2 kids? Like, why? One would have been really great. Why did I do that? Like the minute I have these feelings, which are total normal feelings, in comes the world telling me how I should, wanting to fix me, first of all. Guess what? I'm a real human being and I have real feelings about it, and it's totally okay. And if more of us told the fucking truth about how we were actually feeling, first of all, we wouldn't have this crazy world of depression and anxiety. We would be able to move these feelings out of our bodies. It's so isolating. Yes. And yeah, you had post-depression as well. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And a baby that didn't sleep until she was 3. It's so true, and yet we live in this fucking world where all we see are the Hallmark versions. It's all we see. It's all we see in the movies, in the cards, in the books, in these fucking, it's all we see is the Hallmark versions, and I'm just like, enough of this. Can we just tell the fucking truth about motherhood? And you know what? And then you have these people who, their kids are grown, and all they say is, oh, just embrace every moment. It goes so fast. Just embrace every moment. I'm like, fuck off. Go fuck yourself. Come and take care of my kids for 24 hours, and then I'll go embrace myself. Just like seriously. Seriously, embrace yourself. Like, how about honoring how people are feeling? How about honoring that it's fucking hard and isolating, and we need each other, and we need people to start telling the truth about what is going on. We need to start talking about how sleep deprived we are, about how like we give up everything for our kids, how there's no courses, there's no like way to find yourself again, there's no like way to, you know, find your marriage, try and keep a marriage going with 2 children. Like, it's insane what we do. And I'm so fucking sick of every time that I make a post about some kind of truth about motherhood, that immediately somebody's going, oh, it's worth it to me, or, oh, I didn't. Stop. Can you just hear that there's a mother here that's struggling? Like, we are all struggling. We all have our moments, right? We all have our moments where we're like, what the hell did we do? And how do I get out of this? And we have these moments where we want to get in our cars and we want to drive away, and we don't do it because we love our children, and our negative feelings, they're not even negative, they're just real. The real feelings that we have doesn't make us less of a mother. Doesn't mean that we don't love our kids. Doesn't mean that we don't love our choices. Of course I wouldn't change anything. Like, of course I wouldn't. But maybe I would. Maybe I would, and that's okay too. It's like, God damn it, can we just tell the fucking truth? Thank you, Jay. Yeah, so refreshing to hear, right? It's just so important. Thank you, Monica. Totally. And what if we lived in a world where we could actually be a container for mothers' feelings? Like, no sugarcoating things. That's right. We have to accept these moments and be real. It's okay. That's right. We're not a bad mom for having these feelings. We're not a bad mom for hating our children some days. Like, some days I fucking hate them. I hate them some days. And I'm just like, what am I doing? And it doesn't make me a bad mom. It doesn't mean I'm not loving. It doesn't mean I'm not kind. I'm not patient. Like, I'm a freaking parenting coach, you know? But let's just be real and tell the truth about what is going on. Like, good God. And if somebody is having, you know, and if somebody has the vulnerability and the rawness to actually tell the truth, acknowledge them. Go, yeah, I feel you. Don't try and fix them. Don't try and give them reasons why. Don't tell them why it's better for you, or why, like, it's not the same reality for you. Yes, it's such hard work. Absolutely. It is so frigging hard. But hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Leah. But seriously, I'm so done with people not being able to hold the parts, right? It's the different parts of us. The parts of me that want to run away sometimes. The parts of me that I'm like, God, how did I get here? You know, how did I get here? And what am I doing? And I said yes to 2 children, you know, and 2 is a lot different than 1. Like, because I've never been able to get pregnant, and I'm just like, oh my God, can we just hold a container for each other, for the tears, for the rage, for the grief, for the sadness, for everything that we hold every single day, because we hold so much for our families every single day. And can we like work together to change this culture so that we're not isolated, so that we're not trying to figure this out by ourselves? Like, it's crazy the way that we're living. It's crazy. It's so crazy to me. And yet, hi, Victoria. So yeah, that's what I'm here to talk about today. You know, in amongst my tears is like, you barely have a moment to yourself. It's nuts. It's fucking nuts that suddenly you become a mom. And this is the interesting thing to me. Thank you for saying that, Monica, is like, I'm a conscious parenting coach, right? And I am doing things in a different way. And I have these moments where I'm like, you know, it'd be really great if I wasn't aware of all the emotional intelligence. I don't really believe this, but there's a part of me that goes, you know, it'd be really great if I wasn't aware of this or that and this and that, because my parents didn't do shit for me. You know, they didn't spend time with me. They didn't play with me. They didn't hang out with me. It was just like, I was just like passed along. And there's a part of me that is like, there is a part of me that says, God, maybe my parents did have it right, you know? Maybe my parents, like I give my kids everything, you know? I give them all my time, all my attention. And of course I have to have boundaries, and I set those up. But part of me is like, maybe the old school way of doing it is better than this way. I don't know. All I know is that my mom didn't put us first, you know? She wasn't doing So she wasn't totally depleted and exhausted, and like she had lots of time to herself. so, so like, what's the best way? I don't know what the best way is. All I know, and what inspired me to come on here, you're welcome, Victoria. Hi, Erica. What inspired me to come on here, I'd like to know from those of you, I love that all the moms have jumped on here, like, what are the areas that you wish people would tell the fucking truth about? You know, I made that one post about the truth about, like, that nobody ever told me I was going to be a maid, you know? It just didn't occur to me. Like, and I know it sounds down and said, hey, you need to think about this, and actually this is going to happen, and this is going to happen in your whole life, and you're never, ever, ever, ever going to have your own ability to just make decisions for yourself ever again. You're always going to be thinking about somebody else. You're always going to be having to factor in what the needs of your children are. I don't want to do that every day. I'm sick and tired of doing it every day. I am so sick and tired of doing it every day, and yet here I am doing it. And I know you feel me, dear moms, but it's like, what else, you know, what are the other areas that we could all fucking servant all day? I get it, Monica. I know. And I get it. You know, we're in the crucible when our kids are young. It gets easier, apparently, when they get older. Although not really, is the other version. It's like, yes, some things get easier and some things get harder, and it is what it is. But I just want you to know you're always going to get the truth from me. And please, 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 I beg of you, start listening to other moms more. Stop trying to fix them. Stop trying to make yourself right. Stop trying to, like, minimize their feelings, and just acknowledge what they have. Just acknowledge where they're at. Just acknowledge that maybe they're having a really fucking hard day, or maybe that's true for them in this moment. Don't try and talk them out of their feelings. Good God, can we just, like, rise up and learn to fucking listen to each other? Give me some hearts and some thumbs up if you resonate with this. Like, if we could just listen to each other. Fucking listen. Actually listen, without interrupting, without trying to fix, without giving your feedback, without giving your advice, without thinking that somebody is broken. Just listen. Just listen. That is desperately what we want. Good God, we would have a revolution in the world if everybody could just fucking... Anyway. Yes, without judgment, Nicole. Exactly. Without the judgment. Somebody else said something here. Yes, we don't have that tribal community that we were all raising each other and grandparents together. It's so true. We're all in our nuclear families now by ourselves. Even growing up, you know, you remember you could just be outside and playing with kids in the neighborhood and up and down and around. We'd get on our bikes and we'd be gone until the lights came on. Till the street lights came on, and forget about it. Now it's like somebody like panics if I let my 5.5-year-old walk down to the end of the street. I'm like, oh my God, are you fucking kidding me? It's so frustrating, and it's so real, and it's a different time, and I get it, but geez Louise, we need our community, we need our extended family, and if we don't have it, you know, if you don't have extended family around, even having extended family around, like we've got extended family around, and everybody's busy. Everybody's busy. It's just not a priority to help out, you know? It's like we're all just on our own. It's like, here you go. Here's your baby. Best of luck. Figure it out. Hope you have money so that you can at least hire a babysitter. Otherwise, you're screwed. It's so awful. Thank you for listening. Thank you for jumping on here. Thank you for being my community who is happy to listen to my mom rants, because I feel like we need more of them. I feel like we need more truth in the world, and that's what I'm here for. Feel free to tag, share anybody that you think would resonate with this or needs to hear this, and I love you all. And really, moms, I just want to say, like, thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for everything that you do every single day that doesn't get seen, that doesn't get appreciated in this fucked up world that we're in right now, where moms are not thriving. That's the thing. That's really what this comes down to. Okay, there's one other thought that I want to make before I go off. Mothers are not thriving. They are not. And that's not good for anybody. It's not good for our kids. It's not good for our economy. It's not good for the energy of our planet for mothers not to be thriving. So what can we do collectively to rise up and to help mothers thrive more? I mean, the only way that I have figured this out, a piece of it, because this is all true for me, is that I have figured out that moms need their own money. That's one piece of it. That's one little piece of it. We need so much more than that, but at least money gives you some choices, right? And gives you some freedom. I was talking about this with a friend last night, and I'm like, there are so many moms. I'm getting messages from hundreds of moms that are not thriving, that are desperate for a different life, that are desperate for a way out. And I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? How do we rise up and make a massive change for mothers across the globe? Like, why are we not getting paid for the amount of work that we are doing? We are raising the future generation. How is it possible that we are living in a culture where mothers are not really taken care of and not really held and not really honored and valued and just like treated like queens for everything that we do? That's going to be a whole other rant another day, but I'm hoping I'm giving you a little bit of food for thought. So maybe you can reach out to a mom today and offer a little bit of support. I know it's hard. It's hard for us to reach out. We've been so conditioned to pull in, right? So conditioned to not ask for help because this wasn't modeled for us in 20 to 50 years. So thank you. Big love to you all, mamas. I'm going to just acknowledge you one more time for everything that you do. Thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for the love you give your children. Thank you for big love to each and every single one of you. Happy Sunday, and find some self-care today. That's what I'm going to do right now. Self-care. Okay, love you all. Mwah. Bye.